Hi and welcome to Partners for Life. I'm your host Chris Boudram and I'm here to discuss a topic that we started last week called What is Real Love? And we did discuss 4 points that show what, the different aspects of love and how you can express it and how you can really show that you love someone. And one of the things was love cares more for others than for oneself. Love isn't jealous. Love doesn't keep score of mistakes, and love doesn't fly off the handle. And we have 4 more points to discuss with you. And here joining me today is my husband, Michael Boudram. Hello, Michael.
Hello, Chris.
How are you?
I'm fine, thank you.
So you're also going to be giving points from a man's point of view as well, on how to be in a relationship, how to get along.
Mm-hmm. On Tuesday, I saw Francesca here giving her advice, and now from a woman's point of view, but yes, I'm going to try to give a man's point of view on love as well.
Okay then. Well, we do have an email address if you want to contact us and give us your opinions about this topic. And the email address is love@uckg.org. That's love@uckg.org. And we also have a website, and that is partnersforlife.tv. And there you can see some shows and also leave your comments and just find out what's happening on the program. Well, we have the first point, Michael, and it's love. Well, actually, it's the 5th point because we started the 4 last week. Love puts up with other people's differences and imperfections. So, this particular point is so diverse. It could range from, for example, maybe you are with someone, or you're married to someone that's from a different culture or a different background, or maybe someone just was brought up differently to you, and sometimes that does cause certain problems in a relationship. For example, if one person was brought up being very affectionate, like for example their parents might have showered them with love, they said I love you every day, and that child grew up very affectionate, expressing his or her love all the time, and then ends up with someone that maybe didn't really have much love shown to them as they were growing up. Maybe it was both parents weren't there, or maybe the parents were a bit cold to that child, and then that child grows up, and when they become an adult, they're not very affectionate. So obviously, if these 2 people get together, there's going to be some kind of clash, isn't there?
Yeah, when this couple kind of get together, they don't show, or one doesn't show their affection, maybe in the beginning, but as time goes by, the words "I love you" or holding hands, that the wife maybe, or the lady saw that in her parents, but maybe the guy didn't see that in his parents. Yeah. Both parents weren't around. So love, it's about giving and taking in that aspect. So you have to kind of understand, when you're getting to know someone, you have to kind of understand the background of that person, why they're behaving in that way, or why they are like that.
Yeah. And it's not necessarily something that, they're doing wrong. It's just that they were brought up differently. Yes. Right? So it could be as well a cultural thing. I don't know, give me an example.
Well, we're the prime example because I'm from a kind of West Indian stroke Indian background, and you are Greek, right? So in the beginning, there was a kind of a clash, right? In terms of foods, not a clash in foods, but certain foods that you ate, I didn't like. But when you said try this olive, and it was like, no. But I've grown to like olives. So there are differences in that way, in that aspect.
In any relationship, you have to understand, you're not going to be exactly the same. You won't have been brought up the same. So there are certain things that, you have to be open, right? You have to be open-minded and say, okay, if my partner likes this, so I'm gonna try that as well in case of the food, or even other things, type of music. You need to be open and love the person for having those differences, because whatever happens, you're never going to be the same. And
I think that we both have been, we've grown more because I've known a different culture. Yeah. My taste for food, has changed, and it's only improved us, right?
It's up to you how you want to see these differences. It could either be something that's very negative, that something very annoying for you, or it can be something that you can actually enjoy and learn from, and like have your mind open to different things as well. So sometimes it all depends on how you look at things. So you can't, if you love someone, if you really love someone, then you need to see see these things, that see that you're not the same always, and you are going to have differences, but learn from them, right? Mm-hmm. Okay. The next point is love isn't happy at your partner's misfortune. So for example, if something bad happens to your partner, say they lose a job or they get demoted in something, and then you're there like earning much more than them or having a lot more experience in something than them, if you want to show your love, you're not going to make them feel small about that. You're not going to allow them to lose their confidence over that. If, for example, you don't really love the person, then that could be an opportunity for you to really like drive the nail into the coffin and make that person feel bad, and even give you like a sense of superiority, that you're better than that person and they depend on you. Now, for example, you have to come to me for anything that you need because you don't have anything, and I've got some hold over you. And that's something I think that's even bordering on abuse, to be honest.
There are some people that actually think that is love.
No.
And they are blinded. How can you love someone and want the worst for that person?
Mm-hmm. Just to make yourself feel better.
Just to make yourself feel better. And, he or she may say, the other person may say like this, well, he loves me. It's just him, it's his ways. But no one wants to feel that way. No one wants to be put down.
No.
Right? No one wants to be abused in that way.
And it even shows, if you're that kind of person, it even shows a lack of confidence on your side, because it's like another person has to suffer, has to lose something in order for you to feel good about yourself. And that really shows something wrong with that person, that, you can't be like that. You have to deal with your own confidence issues and not be happy. It doesn't even have to be just your partner, does it? It can be anyone.
Yeah, a friend.
It could be a friend that, they, for example, lose a boyfriend that maybe you liked, and then you're happy about it, and then you gloat over it even, and like you like it when that friend comes to you and starts crying and asking for advice because you feel like, oh, I'm special now. When that's not love, is it, Michael?
No, definitely not.
Okay. Well, we did ask some people on the streets of London what they thought about what real love is and how they would like their partner to treat them. And here's what they told us.
By always being honest, sincerity is the key. Always be sincere, truthful, and to have my back, even when I make mistakes, even when I'm in the wrong, to correct me, but also to have my back. That's my definition.
Lots of cuddles and kisses all the time, and making sure you tell your partner how beautiful they look and keep them, nicely intact.
Well, actually, I'm single right now, but if I had a partner, I would like them to, and maybe as a reflection of the love that I reflect for them, like respect, basically.
She cooks me nice dinners, which is important. I don't know, it's just fun, isn't it? Having a giggle, having a laugh, not being too serious about things, I think that's the way to express it, isn't it?
Well, she does loads of things for me, man. My food's always ready when I get home, and everything's all cleaned up for me, nice and sweet. So one of them ones, I go out, do the work. She stays in at home, does all the hard work, I suppose, and I got it a bit easy, So, yeah, she shows it that way, I suppose. I show it back in a way that, I respect her and I respect what she does for me as well. See, on them ones, so it's sort of a mutual respect thing, I suppose, yeah. That would be the most important thing anyway. Yeah, but there's just little things she does, innit? You come home, your food's ready for you, your dinner's ready for you, she's already cooked up and that. When a man comes back from work and that sort of thing, innit? So, yeah, I suppose that would be it.
So we had a few different opinions there from the public, and if you want to give your opinion, maybe you have something to share about the way your partner expresses his or her love to you, you can email us on love@uckg.org, and if you want to visit our website and leave a comment there, you can do so on partnersforlife.tv. Well, it's time to go for a quick break, and after that we'll be back with another topic.
Here is a quick trivia question for you to think about. What is the longest engagement ever recorded? Is it A, 7 years, B, 37 years, C, 67 years? Find out the answer after the break.